Over 2 million years ago, across the vast savannas and dense forests of Africa, our early ancestors, Homo habilis, took their first tentative steps beyond familiar terrain. Initially, they hunted land animals and gathered fruits, roots, and seeds. But with keen observation and intelligence, they began to notice that shallow waters, tidal flats, and river mouths harbored abundant and largely untapped sources of food. Early humans began experimenting with rudimentary stone tools, sharp flint fragments used for cutting, scraping, and shaping wooden or bamboo spears. These simple implements enabled them not only to process meat and plants, but also to explore waters previously inaccessible, learning to wade into shallow streams, catch fish, and gather crustaceans. With each successful attempt, their confidence and ingenuity grew. As Homo erectus and later Homo sapiens emerged, their cognitive abilities expanded and social cooperation became more sophisticated. They learned to attach ropes to spears, creating primitive harpoons, and began constructing small rafts from bamboo and hollowed logs. These early watercraft allowed humans to venture further into rivers, lagoons, and eventually the open sea, transforming the way they obtained food and interacted with their environment. The sea was not merely a food source, it became a natural laboratory. Homo sapiens learned to read water currents, observe tides, and predict weather patterns, all while coordinating their actions within a group. Such experiences strengthened not only survival skills, but also memory, communication, and social interaction. Knowledge of fishing techniques, raft construction, and cooperative hunting strategies was passed orally, forming the first seeds of culture and technological innovation. In this aquatic world, early humans encountered creatures unlike any they had seen on land. From small fish to large prehistoric marine predators, they observed patterns, studied behaviors, and adjusted their hunting strategies. Some failures were inevitable: missed throws, capsized rafts, or encounters with dangerous animals taught them to be patient, resourceful, and cautious. But each challenge reinforced their ability to innovate, adapt, and survive. Over time, humans began to exploit increasingly sophisticated methods. They learned to weave fibers from vines into ropes, crafted nets, and developed fishing techniques that allowed them to catch larger species. They experimented with shallow diving, wading, and eventually using simple spears to target fish in deeper waters. Their understanding of the marine ecosystem grew, as did their ability to navigate, plan expeditions, and organize hunting parties. These ventures into aquatic environments sparked creativity and problem-solving. Humans observed the movement of fish, the tides, and even the patterns of marine mammals. Dolphins, seals, and other animals may have served as guides or signs of rich fishing grounds, while the risk of larger predators forced early humans to constantly refine their techniques. From spear design to coordinated group strategies, the ingenuity of our ancestors was on full display. Beyond mere survival, these early maritime adventures laid the foundation for symbolic thinking and culture. Rafts, harpoons, and nets were not simply tools. They represented the application of knowledge, collaboration, and foresight. By tracking fish migrations, observing seasonal tides, and remembering safe routes, early humans developed spatial awareness, memory, and the early beginnings of navigation. The very act of venturing onto water required trust, planning, and a sense of community. As Homo sapiens progressed, the sea became a frontier for exploration and learning. The coastline offered not only abundant food, but also a rich environment for observation. Coral reefs, tidal pools, and underwater caves revealed a wealth of life, much of it entirely unfamiliar. Early humans observed schools of fish,
we got 'em!
crustaceans,
We did it!
mollusks, and even larger creatures lurking beneath the surface. Every encounter provided insight into animal behavior, ecosystem dynamics, and environmental patterns. These interactions shaped not only their survival, but their thinking. Humans began to distinguish between dangerous and harmless creatures, learned to respect the power of the sea, and discovered opportunities for ingenuity. They experimented with floating devices, tested the strength of ropes, and refined the use of harpoons. Over generations, such knowledge accumulated, forming the first foundation of maritime culture and technology. The legacy of these early maritime explorations extends beyond mere sustenance. It fostered observation skills, collaborative problem-solving, and technological innovation that would define Homo sapiens as a species. Every river crossing, every tidal fishing expedition, every dive into shallow reefs contributed to a deeper understanding of nature, instilling curiosity, courage, and intelligence that would echo through millennia. The journey from land to sea exemplifies the remarkable adaptability and ingenuity of early humans. From grasping simple spears and attaching rough ropes to building rafts and learning to read the ocean, Homo sapiens transformed challenges into opportunity, curiosity into discovery, and survival into culture. The shoreline became a classroom, the sea a teacher, and the creatures within both companions and instructors. In the end, this venture into water marked the beginning of a profound relationship between humans and the ocean. It was here, amidst waves and reefs, that Homo sapiens first glimpsed the infinite possibilities of their own creativity. From humble beginnings on the shore, guided by observation and curiosity, our ancestors embarked on journeys that would ultimately shape the trajectory of humanity, paving the way for exploration, technology, and the understanding of the natural world. These early maritime endeavors remind us that human ingenuity is inseparable from experience, challenge, and the natural world. They are a testament to the courage, curiosity, and resourcefulness that allowed Homo sapiens to move beyond the land, confront the unknown, and transform the vast and mysterious oceans into spaces of discovery, knowledge, and survival.